Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mainland Ballpark as we're here to bring you the 22U National Championship matchup between Team New Brunswick and Team Ontario #1, the East York Bulldogs. A little confusing day out here between the two teams, both teams wearing red jerseys. As on offense right now is going to be Team New Brunswick, and on defense is going to be Team East York representing Ontario #1. On the bump here for Ontario #1 is going to be Ben Sterinos, the pitcher. He gets a call there for strike one. Counts even at one apiece now. Up to bat for Team New Brunswick is going to be their shortstop, number 16, Connor Hill. And it's Cohen Ingram here running the mic alongside Luke Fitzner, who's going to do color commentary here today. Welcome, Luke, to the broadcast.
How are we doing, everybody? A nice afternoon here for a baseball game, our second of the day here live at the Mainland Field. Good first game, had a extra inning baseball back on that first one, so hoping that continues here today with some good close baseball games here at the 22U Men's Nationals.
Yes, that's definitely right. Extra inning ball game, 5-4 final. Last one there between Team Manitoba, Team PEI. As it's a full count now, Hill steps back into the box, nears the windup. That's going to be a fastball inside. Can't get it as that's going to be ball four. And the first at-bat of the day is going to be a walk here for Team New Brunswick. They're currently 2-0 this weekend with a 9-0 win over Newfoundland and a 15-0 win over Team Nova Scotia just last night. Runner takes a lead over at first as the 0 pitch is delivered. That's a fastball, going to catch the outside corner there. Counts now 0-1. Pickoff move over at first.
Definitely important to open up your game here with a base runner there at first. Now you can see after that walk, Ontario definitely being careful as they let off that pickoff move there.
And that's a line drive to center field. It's going to be caught. Runner makes his way back over to first base, and that's the first out of the day here for Team Ontario. And yes, Luke, on what you said earlier there, a lot of aggressive base running so far today here at Mainland Ballpark. So hopefully that will continue. The 0 pitch starts him off with a fastball down the middle, takes it as a strike, counts now 0-1. Sterinos ahead in the count. Potential double play ball with the runner at first. That's going to be low and inside, taken for ball one. Counts now even at one apiece. Pitcher gets set. The 1-1 delivery swung on. In the gap there between the second baseman and the first baseman. Now runners on first and second. After the throw in from the right fielder there. Now a runner in scoring position.
The center fielder, number 26, Matt Beach.
Now up to the dish is the 4-hole hitter, number 26. Playing center field today is going to be Matt Beach. Great size as he's up to the dish now, looking to drive a couple runs in here. First pitch, breaking ball, catches the strike zone for strike one. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball again, can't get the break on it. So now it counts even at one apiece. Beautiful day out here in Mainland Ballpark. It says online that it's 31 degrees Celsius. Way better day than yesterday. Fastball has a little arm side run to it, and that's going to be strike two. No movement from the runners on base here. As a double play ball for East York with a runner on first would be huge. The defense has an opportunity at every bag, and time's going to be called. The 2-1 delivery swung on. Chopper back behind the catcher. So that's going to head towards the camera down there at field level. Shakes off the first sign, now gets set. The 1-2, outside, can't catch the zone. Counts now even at 2 apiece. Good eye there by Matt Beach, the center fielder for Team New Brunswick today. High fastball, counts full now. Beach trying to get the most out of this at bat here after getting 2 strikes on him early. The 3-2 delivered. Fastball inside, ball 4. Bases are now loaded here for Team New Brunswick in the top of the first inning with only 1 out. As they reach the middle of the order now, number 23, Ryan Galbraith, first baseman for Team New Brunswick today.
The first baseman, number 23, Ryan Galbraith.
Righty-righty matchup. Gonna expect it to be in on the hands here for most of the at-bat. Let's see if my assumption is right as the 0-0 pitch on its way inside, just as I said a few moments ago. The 0-1 on the way. Fastball swung over to the second baseman. Bare hands it, gets 1 at 2. Gets the second out at first, as that's a big play there for East York, as no runs allowed on that double play ball. And we'll be back shortly here for the bottom half of the first on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the bottom half of the first inning, as the leadoff hitter for East York is going to be number 19, the designated hitter, Nicholas Veloci.
Off the bottom of the first inning for the East York Bulldogs. The designated hitter, number 19, Nicholas Balacci.
Veloci getting the chance to sit on the bench here on the defensive side and do his job on the offensive side here today, as he's got the designated hitter position. Counts now 1-1. Here's the delivery, swung on, foul back to the right side of the booth here in Mainland Ballpark. Fastball rings him up. Strike three. First K on the day here for Jack Baxter, the pitcher for Team New Brunswick.
The third baseman, number 2, Matthew Grant.
The 0 pitch delivered. Swung on. Fastball for strike one. Luke, so far it's looking like another defensive day here at the ballpark.
Definitely seen that earlier back in our first game, and it's for sure looking to be shaping up a bit of the same way here, as we've seen a couple good fastballs here to start things off from Baxter here, the pitcher for New Brunswick, and just like that rings him up for strike three. So 2 quick Ks for the New Brunswick pitcher there. I'll let it get back to you, Cohen, here now, but yeah, definitely going to be a good pitcher's duel in this game as we continue to get going with this one here in the first inning.
Yeah, you're totally right there, as 2 reverse Ks both looking. As now the left fielder, number 34, Lemuel Beach, steps up to the dish. Right. That's going to be a fastball down the middle, taken for strike one. Lefty on lefty matchup here. It's going to be a tough one for Beach. Let's see if he's able to deal with this now, as that's going to be a fastball low inside. Takes it for ball one. Counts now even at 1 apiece. 2 outs. Breaking ball. Can't catch the zone. Looked good in the air. Just drops a little bit too low there, as now the count's 2-1.
Baxter
the
looking
delivery.
for some swing and miss on that one, but wasn't able to get it there.
The positioning here on every pitch, even the balls that have been outside of the strike zone, have been very, very close. He's painting the corners perfectly as the count's now full with 2 outs. Here's a big pitch coming from Jack Baxter. And the full count delivery. Pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Or sorry. As that hit him. I thought it hit the knob, and so does the pitcher, Jack Baxter. He's going to talk to the home plate umpire. He's going to shake it off, though, and make his way back to the mound. It's now a runner on first here for Team Ontario, as the head coach for Team New Brunswick, Dave Pender, makes his way out to the umpire. And they challenge over the second base umpire there, and he says no as well.
The second baseman, number 16, Sam Brown.
Now up to the dish, number 16, playing second base, Sam Brown. And the first pitch swung on towards the third baseman. He lays out for it, and it's going to bounce away. Nobody at third. Runner doesn't decide to go, as now runners on first and second here for East York as the 2-out rally is about to begin. Now, Luke, I don't know about you, but as we seen yesterday, East York has been a dangerous 2-out team, as right before the rain delay in Game 1 yesterday, they gave up 4 runs while on the 2-out rally.
Yeah, big home run there right before the game got delayed a couple hours due to rain. We saw a 3-run shot to right field there. Definitely a team that can get active in the batter's box there, even with 2 outs, not afraid to let the swings loose and try and square up that bat to the ball, driving a couple runs here. So we'll see if they can do the same now with runners on here, 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
They have a chance here to get their second 3-run shot of the tournament. Let's see if that happens now. So the pitch is delivered. That's going to catch the outside part of the strike zone, painted on the low corner for strike 2. Now Baxter in the position that he wants. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With the defensive play at any base now, as that swung on, chopper over to the second baseman. Can't get the tag, and he's going to throw over to first for the out, as we'll be back here on High Button Sports for the top of the second. And we're back here for the top half of the second inning.
For New Brunswick, designated hitter number 11, Jacob McCarthy.
Now up to bat is going to be the DH here for Team New Brunswick. Number 11, Jacob McCarthy. As the left-handed batter steps into the box. It's the 0 pitch outside, taken for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That's taken there for ball 2. That was just low. The 2-0 delivery. Fastball, too high, taken for ball 3. 3-0 count here to start off the top half of the second. Fastball, taken for a strike. Counts now 3-1. Storinos looking to work his way back into this count after being behind. Fastball swung on towards left field. Just foul. So he gets a little slice on that ball. Counts full now, 3-2. Storinos looking for the swing and miss. Fastball outside, taken for ball 4. Now a runner on first for Team New Brunswick. As now up to the dish is going to be number 6, playing right field, Matt Peacock. As we get later into the game, still being 0-0, we're going to see the base runners get a little bit more aggressive.
And that's already 3 walks there given up as well by Storinos, so something to watch out for as well. As we're talking about these aggressive base runners, they've already had 4 of them here. Luckily, haven't given up any runs yet, but sooner or later New Brunswick looking like they're going to break through and break this scoreless tie.
And there's a pickoff move back to first, as we were just talking about the aggressive base runners there, Luke. Couple pickoff moves that actually succeeded in the last game there. I believe it was about 2 or 3. As the bunch sign is shown, popped up. Runners back to first in time as the close double play ball was almost there. Catcher with a beautiful catch. 1 out now. Runner on first for Team New Brunswick. It's now coming up to the dish is going to be number 14, the catcher, Alex Maloney. The lefty batter steps in the box. That's inside on the corner there for strike 1. Pickoff move again. Not in time as the base runner just gets back. McCarthy's going to take a walk after that slide. So I believe the base came off the magnet. Lead off over at first. The 0-1 chopper up to the second base. Big snag there by the second baseman. And what a play there by Sam Brown to get the second out with a runner on second now for Team New Brunswick. Luke, as you said earlier, 4 base runners so far for Team New Brunswick. East York doing a good job at chopping it down even on the base pass with the defensive plays.
Yeah, making sure that these runners don't get too out of hand here, as they've given up 3 walks and a single so far through this one. So obviously, not any extra base hits so far, but doing a good job making sure that these runners don't get too far ahead and keep them on first or second base for the most part here early.
And the batter now gets set. It's number 43, Jack Bennett, the left fielder for Team New Brunswick today, looking to drive a run in and get the first one on the board. As that one swung on towards the second baseman, Brown gets the grab and makes the play for out number 3. as it's still a 0-0 ball game, and we'll be right back after the quick break here on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the bottom half of the second inning. It's New Brunswick starts it off with a low fastball, as that's going to be ball one. Baxter already 2 Ks there in the first inning, had 17 pitches. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside, taken for ball two. The 2-0. Check, swing, doesn't go. 3 balls, no strikes now in the count for Nicholas King. On deck is number 17, the catcher, Nathaniel McNamara, the one who sent out that 3-run shot yesterday in the game against PEI, as that's going to be a walk. So now King's on first, McNamara now up to the dish as the righty batter faces off against the lefty pitcher. Now runner at first has to be cautious with the pickoff move. The 0-0 swung on towards left field. Left fielder takes a tumble, and now they're going to send him to third. He's going to stop him at 3. Runners now at third and second here, as that's going to be a double for Nathaniel McNamara, the catcher for Ontario number 1. So they have a hot start now with 2 runners in scoring position and no outs. Coming up to bat again is going to be number 21, Jacob Salupika. He's playing today at shortstop.
Number 21, Jacob Chalupica.
Pitcher set. Baxter with the delivery. 0-0. Too high. Taken for ball 1. Good eyes there by the shortstop, Chalupica. He steps back into the box. The 1-0. Catches the top right corner of the strike zone there. Counts now even at 1 apiece. Big chance here for East York, Ontario, to get on the board. The 1-1. Catches the zone again. 2 balls and 1 strike now in the count. Baxter making his way back into this one. Shakes off, and batter's going to call time here to recollect himself. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, chopper, foul. Good job by Chalupica. Get the barrel on that one, foul it off, and stay alive in this at-bat. He's currently down in the count. Inside and low, taking for ball 2, trying to work his way back into this one. As you can hear the chatter from the East York dugout as they're starting to feel it. A little bit of energy never hurt anybody. Shakes off the first call, shakes off the second. Batter calls time again. He doesn't like the wait. From the windup, the 2-2. Swung on, strike 3, as that's going to be the third K here for Jack Baxter on the day. What an outing this kid has had so far.
Center fielder number 5, Jamie Cabral.
See a little communication with the batter and the third base runner as he gives him the information about the arm side run on the fastball, as he's going to see it there, as it's going to be low. Take it for ball 1. Catcher able to keep a hold of it so it doesn't go to the backstop.
That's a good job done there by the catcher. This is a deep backstop here at the mainland field, so with runners on second and third, it's important not letting any of those wild pitches get by you as a catcher, because they could definitely result in a couple runs here in this scoreless game. Never want to be giving up the first run either, especially in a tight game like this.
That's definitely right there. This would be huge for East York. Instead of getting the stolen base at home for the 1 run, they'll be able to put one into the gap and make it 2. As we're back with a 2-0 count. The delivery, swung on, fouled, opposite side. Counts now 2-1. So we're in the 9-hole spot now. Jamie Cabral playing center field for East York today. 2-1. Outside, taking for ball 3. Good eye there by Cabral. Baxter trying to get the swing and miss on that pitch. Unable to do so. Cabral steps back into the box. Baxter gets the sign, gets the wind up in the delivery. Swung on towards the shortstop, and that's going to be over his head. 1 run scores. Runner's going to hold at 3, and now there's 1 run for East York, and runners on the corners with 1 out after that RBI single from Cabral. Runners on the corners here. Luke, what do you think? Do you think they're going to steal and take away the double play option?
Definitely wouldn't be a bad move at all there by Ontario, looking to get another runner into scoring position as well. You know, it never hurts to go for the stolen base, especially with a runner on third. Teams are more hesitant to throw down sometimes because of the, repercussions that a bad throw could have. Ball gets into the outfield and suddenly you're down 2 runs. So I would say definitely should be something that New Brunswick should be looking out for here.
So we haven't seen a stolen base yet. Catcher looking to test out his arm as that's a fastball swung on miss. Strike 1. No movement over there at first so far. Only 1 pitch, though, in the at-bat. Time's called there by the hitter. McNamara on third. Cabral on first. The pitch. Chopper fouled back. Baxter has the no ball 2 strike count here. Looking for a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Or double play ball to wrap up this Bottom half of the second, pickoff move. He runs over to second. Second baseman doesn't throw. Throws off. Runner safe at second and the runner safe at home. It's now a 2-0 baseball game as Ontario number 1 gets the 2-run lead.
I mean, just exactly what we were talking about there just a few minutes ago. You know, the pickoff move. Runner makes his way to second and allows the runner on third to come home and score a run. So just like that, Ontario now leading it 2-0. New Brunswick has himself in a bit of a hole here now in the bottom of the second.
You may be able to call us genies up here, up in the booth, the way that we called that play out right there. Has a distraction from the runner at first, caused that run to be scored, and the runner from third causing the distraction for the runner at second to be safe, and a stolen base again there, but it's fouled back. Now to play. York feeling more and more aggressive after seeing the first throw there by the catcher on that stolen bag to second. No movement over there at second. That's going to be taken for a ball. Good eye there by the leadoff hitter, Nicholas Veloci. One ball, 2 strikes. Now on the hitter, he calls time, steps out of the box to recollect. Pitcher calls the catcher up to the mound to have a light conversation. Just a few words exchanged there as we're already on our way back to home plate. Pitcher now in the stretch with the runner on second. Trying to be quick to the plate, and that's going to be low. Breaking ball there, taking for ball 2. Good eye by Veloci. Baxter very dominant there in the first inning. 2 Ks, only 1 K so far in this inning with 1 out. As that's fouled back towards the fence here. Now to play. Two count. Veloci stays alive here with 1 out. Runner still on second for East York. The 2-2. Low, taking for ball 3 on that breaking ball. Looking for a swing and a miss. Can't get it. 40 pitches now here for Jack Baxter after only 17 in the first inning. Team Ontario doing a good job of making that pitch count go up and up. So he gets set for the 3-2. Delivered, swung on, foul back towards the fence. 8 pitch at bat so far here for Veloci. So an out here for New Brunswick would be huge. Pickoff move back to the second base. Nobody's there as the runner's back. Still a full count, 1 out. That hits him on the shin as that couldn't feel good. But he wears one for the team now as we'll be right back. So he just takes a minute to recollect himself. Baxter comes to make sure he's okay. Good sportsmanship there by the two teams. And that's one way to finish up your 10-pitch at-bat, is giving it a hard 90 to first base. Now runners on second and first for Team Ontario. And coming up to bat is going to be number 2, Matthew Brandt, playing third base for East York today. We're going to have a mound visit from the manager, Dave Pender. So we'll be right back after this quick break here on High Button Sports. And we're back here after that quick discussion there with manager Dave Pender.
The third baseman, number 2,
As we're to a 0-0 count, fresh count here. As Matthew Brandt steps into the box, lefty-lefty matchup. Potential double play ball with the runner on first now. So that's low, taken for ball 1. Baxter takes a look back at second, pickoff move. Throws it to the second baseman as he's not on the bag, and runner still at second base now. Not too big of a lead over at second base. New Brunswick just not trying to have the sac fly ball. One ball, one strike, one out now here in the bottom half of the second inning. So it's been a lengthy bottom half. 1-1, breaking ball behind the batter. Both runners in motion now as that's going to be a pass ball. Now both runners in scoring position. Now the sac fly ball is in play. East York looking to get some insurance runs with a 2-0 lead, and that's swung on towards left field. Left fielder ranging back for it, and that's going to drop foul. Can't get there in time. This counts now even at 2 apiece with 1 out. Bennett, the left fielder for New Brunswick today, trying to redeem himself on that fly ball after slipping on the line drive that scored 2 just earlier this inning. The 2-2 fouled off to the left side, stays alive in this at-bat.
Impressive work here by the Ontario batters as well, really running up the pitch count right now, as it's been tough for Baxter to keep up. A long at bat in the previous one, ended with a hit by pitch, and there you see the strikeout there. Finally brings that one to an end.
That's 4 strikeouts on the day there for Jack Baxter. Only 1 out made by the defense in the field. All the rest have been K so far. Baxter having a pretty good performance when we look at a solo player, but this is a team game, especially when it comes down to the 22U Nationals. That swung on over the shortstop's head. That's going to score 1 for sure. He's sending him home. Runner from third. That's going to score 2 on the one hopper in the outfield. Runner at first now. Scores 4-0 with 2 outs in the second inning. Now up to the dish is going to be number 16, Sam Brown.
Second baseman, number 16, Sam Brown.
Had a couple good defensive plays in the top half of this inning with 2 assists on the outs. Runner at first takes a secondary, and that's a breaking ball low and inside, taking for ball 1.
Pitchers,
50 pitches now on the day here for Jack Baxter. That's going to be inside. Ball 2. .34 pitches in this inning alone for Jack Baxter. He's trying to work his way out of this one. So he doesn't want the relievers to come in early. 2-0, foul, tipped. Counts now 2-1. Sam Brown really taking advantage of that 2-0 hitter's count, really trying to drive one, maybe get some motion on the bases. Try to make this a 5-0 game. And the 2-1 delivery. Swung on, breaking ball. Just underneath that one. Too early. Brown now with 2 strikes, has to sit back and choke up on that bat. Be quick through the zone. Keep this inning going, and that pass ball there as that goes way outside, and the runner's gonna make his way over to second. It's 2 pass balls on the inning for Jack Baxter. Counts now full, 3-2. Time is called. The manager for Team New Brunswick there, Dave Pender, had a little bit of confusion. Baxter looking for the sign, takes a look back at second and gets set. The full count. Swung on and a miss, as that's 5 Ks here for Jack Baxter on the day as he wraps up the bottom half of the second. It's a 4-0 ball game for Team Ontario as we'll be back here on High Button Sports after the quick break. And we're back here with the top of the order at the top of the third for Team New Brunswick, as it's going to be number 16, Connor Hill, the shortstop today, had a single in his first at-bat. On deck is going to be number 8, Max Grant, second baseman, 0 for 1 on the day, and that's swung on towards left field. Left fielder ranging after it, Beach. And that's going to be a diving play by the shortstop. What a move there, as Chalupica gets the out. As East York is definitely feeling it now after their 4-run inning. Quick first out for Storinos.
The second baseman, number 8, Max Grant.
And what an impressive catch there by the shortstop, just racing back, almost reaching over his head to grab that one, and then has to end up going down on the play. So much momentum carrying him towards that ball, but ends up coming up with it and getting that big first out here in the top of the third.
That's up in the air. Left fielder, Beach, ranging after it, tracks it down and gets the grab. 2 outs, 2 pitches. So we may have a 3-pitch inning here for Storinos. That will be great for the bullpen and on his pitch count.
Bit of an easier one that time as well for the left fielder. Just had to kind of jog in towards that ball, made the easy catch, and yeah, Cohen, 2 really, really quick outs here in the top of the third.
The 0-0 breaking ball, and that's going to be high. That's high, taken for ball 2. And Luke, when I think about baseball and winning a baseball game, I think of momentum. Momentum is a huge part in the game of baseball, as that determines your runs and your defense. And if your team's not feeling the game, it's going to show up on the scoreboard. East York is definitely feeling the game, and it's showing now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a big 2 innings there. 4 runs on the board already for Ontario, and they're looking pretty good so far. Meanwhile, the pitching is also looking really good. I mean, only 1 base hit here for them so far, for New Brunswick, of course, that is. 1 base hit allowed, I should say, by Ontario. So both sides of the ball really clicking for Ontario right now, and it's definitely showing that in the scoreboard.
And that's going to be a chopper up the right field line. Foul. Stays alive. 2-2 is the count. As the lefty batter, St. Pierre, gets ready. That's chopper up to the first base side. First baseman secures it and gets out number 3, as that's going to wrap up this 3rd inning. Sorry, top of the 3rd. So we'll be back for the bottom half after this quick break here on High Bun Sports. And we're back here for the bottom half of the 3rd inning, as we're going to have a pitching change for Team New Brunswick. Jack Baxter's going to be taken out after 5 Ks, but 4 runs against. And it's going to be number 29, Matt Donison, the right-handed pitcher, coming in to relieve this game, looking to crawl his way back after being down 4-0. Can't be easy on a reliever on this much of a deficit.
Right fielder number 4, Kevin Angers.
Now up to the dish is going to be number 4, the right fielder, Kevin Angers. Here's the 0-0 delivery. That's going to be a fastball down the middle. Take it for strike 1. Good way to start off your day on the mound. It's the 0-1 delivered. High, take it for ball 1. Counts now even at 1 apiece. The 1-1 inside and high. Take it for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now in the count. Angers gets ready and check swing, and that's going to be ball 3. He doesn't go. And that's fouled back. Counts now 3-2, full count. Is a note to start off the inning for New Brunswick after their defensive fall off there in the second. Be huge. Full count, rung up for strike one, as that's going to be the first K for Matt Donison. 6 Ks on the day for Team New Brunswick, as that's got to feel good despite the scoreboard.
First baseman, number 56, Nicholas King.
The 0-0. That's going to catch the bottom corner there on the left side for strike one. It's up to the dish now. It's going to be number 56, the first baseman, Nicholas King. Who got scored in on a run the last inning. Takes the first one there for a ball. Counts now even at 1 apiece, 1-1. No runners on yet for Team Ontario as they're looking to change it here with this at-bat. The 1-1. Can't catch the outside corner. 2-1 now the count. Donison just painting corners now. It's up to the umpire if it's close enough or not. That's going to be low in the dirt. Take it for ball 3. Looking for his pitch now on the 3-1. That's a fastball. Didn't like it, didn't swing. Counts now full, 3-2. The 3-2. Doesn't swing, and he gets rung up for a strikeout. And that's 2 Ks on the day for Matt Donison.
Catcher, number 17, Nathaniel McNamara.
Yo, McNamara already has a home run as a 3-run shot yesterday. Helped his team to the victory against Team PEI. One ball, no strikes. That's going to be inside, close to the ankles there for ball 2. The count's 2-0. Hitters count. Taken low for ball 3. Let's see if coach gives him the green light here. Takes it for strike 1. Donison has a chance now to work his way back into this one and get out number 3. That's swung on. Counts full now. Donison working his way back in confidently. This could be the turnaround for Team New Brunswick. The 3-2. Swing and a miss is that he's going to strike out the side. That's 3 Ks on the day for Matt Donison and 7 total for Team New Brunswick as they're defensively on fire now. So we'll be back here on High Button Sports for the top of the 4th.
Center fielder number
And we're back
36,
here for the top half of the fourth inning. It's New Brunswick back on the bats. It's Matt Beach. Now up to the dish. That's a breaking ball inside, taken for ball one. And his first at bat of the game, he got up with a walk, so he's 0-0 on the day. So he takes 2 balls in the first 2 pitches of this at bat. Sterinos, fastball velo max of 82. As that had a little bit of arm side run on it, and that's high and inside for ball 3. Got the invite and showed up to the PBR Canada Spring Training Showcase back in 2019. So that was a part of the PBR scouting report. That's chopped back for a foul. Counts now full, 3-2. Sterinos working his way back into this one.
Just 1 hit on the day as well so far for New Brunswick. 2-0 as a team so far, but struggling to get the offense going so far in this one. As you see that ground out just there, to get the first out at the top of the 4th. New Brunswick needs to get going here sooner rather than later, as they're trailing by 4 right now. See if they can do that here in the later stages of this game now.
Sam Brown getting plenty of action on the defensive side, as that's 3 assisted outs made by him in the last 2 innings.
The first baseman number 23, Ryan Galbraith.
First baseman now, Ryan Galbraith. Last at bat was a 4-6-3 double play. So that won't be the case this time with no runners on. Maybe you can get a poke into the outfield. 2 balls, no strikes, hitters count. This is the chance now, as if he likes it, he's going to take a crack at it, and he does, but it's going to be fouled back towards the booth here at Mainland Ballpark.
Pitches, 50.
Sterinos now at the 50 pitch mark. So he gets set on the mound for the 3-1 delivery. Swung on, chopper over to the shortstop. He makes the grab, and the throw is on target for out number 2. So that's a big play there by Chalupica to get out number 2. East York, one of the more dominant teams here in this tournament. Not many mistakes made so far. No errors on the day so far for this team. That's going to be a fastball, low and inside. Can't get the strike zone there. 2 outs here early for East York. Trying to get back on the bat as quick as possible, and that's high and away. Take it for ball 2. That doesn't catch the zone. That's low. Take it for ball 3. Jacob McCarthy, the designated hitter here, has a 3-0 count, looking for a walk. Put a runner on the base paths. A 3-0. That catches the zone there for strike 1. The 3-1 delivered. Outside, take it for a ball, as that's going to be a walk there for Jacob McCarthy. It's now up to the dish. It's going to be number 6, the right fielder, Matt Peacock.
The right fielder, number 6, Matt Peacock.
As the lefty batter steps into the box, now gets set. Runner on first takes a decent lead. That's a bloop hit. Just goes over the third baseman's glove. That's going to be a single there for Matt Peacock. Now runner on second and first for Team New Brunswick as they're looking to crawl back into this game. Now up to the dish is going to be number 14, the catcher for Team New Brunswick, Alex Maloney. Batting in the 8th spot.
The catcher, number 14, Alex Maloney.
Fresh count, fresh batter here for Strinos. That's going to start off with a fastball. Strike one is the call. On one now the count. Strinos gets set there on the mound. The 0-1, breaking ball, can't catch the zone. Counts 1-1. Not too much movement there on the base pass with 2 outs. The 1-1 low, take it for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. That's swung on towards the shortstop. Shortstop makes the throw over to first, not in time. All runners are safe. Had the option to throw to second there, hesitated and couldn't get the throw off in time to first. It's now New Brunswick with the 9-hole hitter, number 43, the left fielder, Jack Bennett, now up to the dish.
Not a great play there by the shortstop. Got to be sure where you're throwing that ball before it even gets to you. And with 2 outs there, should just be a clear throw to first base to get that third one. We'll see now if it's going to hurt them as New Brunswick has the bases loaded here, 2 outs. So we'll see if they can do some damage and take advantage of that mistake.
Strinos gets set. The 0-0. Swung on towards the second base side as that's going to go through, and New Brunswick is going to score 1. They're sending him home. Throw home. Not in time. Now they're in a pickle. Throw to second. Now he's in a pickle. Runner. Throw to home. Runner home. He's tagged out. What a play there by East York to stay heads up in the rundown. So only one's going to score for Team New Brunswick as it's now a 4-1 baseball game, and we'll be back for the bottom half of the 4th just after this. And we're back here for the bottom half of the fourth as Ontario gets a chance at the bats after New Brunswick scores one. Gets caught in a rundown to end the inning.
Shortstop, number 21, Jacob Chalupica.
Now we're at the 8-hole hitter. Jacob Chalupica takes the first pitch as a ball. Check swing doesn't go. That was inside on the hands. 2 balls, no strikes now for Chalupica.
And that's an unfortunate sequence there to end off the last inning for New Brunswick with 3 straight base hits there, but just get into some bad base running and ends up costing them an out there and possibly a run as well as they make it 4-1, but definitely looking to capitalize a little bit more with the bases loaded back there. Unfortunately, ran into an out there on the base paths. Don't like to see that as a coach, so we'll see if we make some changes here to maybe their base running approach later on in this game.
And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk for Chalupica's now up to bat. It's going to be number 5, Jamie Cabral, center fielder for East York today.
Jamie Cabral.
Yo delivery swung on towards the second baseman. That's going to hit the gap. Now runners at first and second after that base hit from Cabral. Now we're back to the top of the order. Number 19, the designated hitter, Nicholas Veloci.
The designated hitter, number 19, Nicholas Veloci.
Looking to answer back after that, giving up a run there in the top half of the fourth. Bunt sign shown. He's going to lay it off, and that's going to zing back towards the backstop. 1 strike and no balls here in the count. The pitcher, Donison's going to step off the mound. Last inning, he had 3 strikeouts. Great start for him as we notice how shallow the first baseman is here. So he's playing a couple feet in on the infield grass as the bunt sign shown again. That's popped up in the air. Lost sight of it, and that hits the backstop. 2 strikes now on the count. He chokes up on the bat, knows that he has to get quick through the zone to drive a runner in here, as that would be quite nice for this team, as a 4-run lead would be huge. Time is called after a long wait there by Donison. New Brunswick's pitching hasn't been so bad today, despite the score. They have 7 Ks on the day. That's going to be a fastball, rings them up. Strike 3, as that's going to be strikeout number 8 for Team New Brunswick. Strikeout number 4 for Matt Donison.
Third baseman, number 2, Matthew Brandt.
Matthew Brandt now up to the dish, playing third base for East York today. Yo-oh, that's going to catch the outside corner there for strike 1. Donison really painting the corners well on those first pitches. This getting ahead early is huge in the pitcher's mindset. Yo, 1 swung on, foul back as that hit the umpire. He shakes it off, though, and swipes off home plate. It's a hot one here, Luke, today at Mainland Ballpark. 31 degrees outside, no wind. Perfect day for baseball. What do you say?
Definitely a nice one out here today over here in Lacewood. I know they've got a good one over at Beasley as well there in Dartmouth. We've got a couple games taking place, so a nice switch up from yesterday's weather as we had a several hour rain delay. Got back to the games eventually, but still found it to be pretty drizzly, foggy, and pretty cold out. So it's a good switch up. I know, not everyone's appreciating the sun as it is a pretty hot day out here, but definitely a nice switch up to see some better weather here. Clearer skies today for sure.
Yesterday it was awfully hard to see a fly ball with the amount of fog that was rolling in over the ballpark. Today, no problem whatsoever as the sky is blue. And he rings him up. Strike 3. That's another strikeout here on the day. Number 9 for Team New Brunswick and number 5 for Matt Donison. Is he be able to strike outside again? That'll be 2 innings in a row.
Left fielder number 34, Lemuel Beach.
Lemuel Beach now up to the dish, playing left field for Ontario today. The 0-0 catches the outside corner again, just like the last AB, and it's 1 strike and no balls in the count.
All right. 30 pitches.
30 pitches now here for Matt Donison as they announce over the speakers here at the ballpark, and that's going to be outside for ball 1. Counts now even at 1 apiece. 2 runners on early in this inning for East York. New Brunswick climbing back, trying to get no runs allowed in this one. The 1-1 outside, taken for ball 2. That's just outside. Ball 3. That was a close one there. Donison asking the umpire if that was outside or if that was low, as he wants to make sure on his next pitch selection. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now the count, and I think the reason why Donison has been the way he is he's not making his own strike zone. He's working with the umpire, adjusting to the umpire strike zone throughout the game, and that's really what's getting him the most strike calls here today.
Definitely, it's important as the pitcher to be able to adapt to what's going on in the game and recognize that the umpire strike zone might not be quite the exact same as you and your catchers, so to be able to kind of work with him there and make sure he's getting those pitches in the zone is big.
That's a ripper into the gap in left field. Left fielder's going to grab it. They're going to send the runner home. Runner from third on the move. Bouncer not in time. What a beautiful slide, as 2 will score there for Team Ontario, as it's now a 6-1 ball game with a runner on second. Ontario just keeping the 2 outs alive here, as it's been almost a ritual for them in baseball. As yesterday, a lot of 2-out rallies from this team as it continues today.
And we keep talking about it, but it's just so common for this team. You really have to push hard with 2 outs, and they do just that every time, as we see there a 2-run double with 2 outs, and now another runner in scoring position here, as that one's flared foul.
Now up to bat is going to be Sam Brown, the second baseman, number 16 for Team Ontario today. Season an 0-1 count. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now. Looking to strike out the side once again here for Donison after giving up that 2-run double. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out the side once again, as that's going to be 6 strikeouts on the day for Matt Donison, and 9 in total for Team New Brunswick as they're defensively on fire.
Leading off
And
the
we're
ball,
back
taking over
here
for New Brunswick. Shortstop number 16,
in the 5th
Connor
inning.
Hill.
Now New Brunswick is on the bats after giving up 2 runs there in the bottom half of the 4th. It's now a 6-1 ball game as that's going to start off as a fastball high and inside for ball 1. That's low. Ball 2 now. So we're now at the leadoff spot. Connor Hill rips that one towards the second baseman, Brown, with a throw. That's going to be out number 1. 0 Ks on the day here for Strinos. A lot of defensive movement out there as his infielders and outfielders are keeping him alive in this one. New Brunswick's making contact, just can't find a
Second
gap.
baseman, number 8, Max Grant.
Fresh count now. Fresh batter and fresh pitch as that one's high. Taken for ball 1. Can't get the call there as he wanted it. That's outside. Taken for ball 2. Now up to the dish. It's going to be number 8, Max Grant, playing second base. He's 0 for 2 on the day. That's swung on towards the left field side. Left fielder ranging back for it. Beach tracks it down and makes the grab. That's out number 2.
3 flyouts now in this game here. And, he's been driving the ball deep, but just not quite been able to get it out of the yard as he's hit 2 to left field and 1 to center, but just not quite getting enough of that ball. So we'll see if maybe some adjustments are made here later on in this game in his next plate appearance.
Counts 1-0 after the first pitch ball, and here's the 1-0 delivery. That's high. He wanted it. Strinos doing the same thing that Donison was doing last inning, making sure that he's working with the umpire strike zone. So he's been relying a lot on his defense and not so much on his pitching and his pitch selection. But so far it's been working out for him. Can't complain there. That's swung on chopper. Strinos makes the snag, and it's a light toss over to first for out number 3. No runs scored, no hits there in that inning, as we'll be back for the bottom half of the 5th here on High Button Sports. And we're back here for the bottom half of the fifth. Is up to the bat. Now is the right-handed batter.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, right fielder number 4, Kevin Angers.
Kevin Angers is. We have a pitching change as Stewart's going to go in for Donison after Donison gets 2 straight strikeouts on the side. That's chopped up to the third base side. Foul. It's coming up for Team Ontario. We're going to have the 5, 6, 7 hitters up to bat now as it counts 1-1. Ontario trying to climb their way back to the top of the order. The 1-1 pitch outside. Part of the strike zone there for strike 2. So that was a nice looking breaking ball there by Stewart. That's going to be the first out here of the inning. New Brunswick still pitcher heavy here today. So that's going to be another K on the day for them.
Number 56, Nicholas King.
Now number 56, Nicholas King, the first baseman for East York today. First one, check swing. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. King ahead of the count now, looking for a ball to hit. That one swung on and missed. Counts even at 1 apiece now with 1 out. No runners on for Ontario. Breaking ball, can't find the zone there. Umpire says it was outside, as it was. Just a little bit too late a break on that ball. 2 balls and a strike now in the count. Hitter has some pitches to work with here. 2-1, swung on, popped up in the air. It's in the sun. Right fielder ranging back for it. And able to make this grab is going to be Peacock out there in right field. 2 outs now for Team New Brunswick.
The catcher, number 17, Nathaniel McNamara.
Now up to bat, the righty batter, Nathaniel McNamara, has a home run here in this tournament, a 3-run shot yesterday against PEI. And that swung on, popped up in the air. Catcher Maloney ranging after it, finds it in the sun, and that's going to be out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. New Brunswick's going to get back on the bats here now after this quick break here on High Bun Sports. We're back here for the top of the 6th as Ontario is going to be on defense here now.
Center fielder number 26, Matt Beach.
Now we're at the 4-hole hitter for Team New Brunswick, Matt Beach, the center fielder. As we're in the middle of the order, this could be good for Team New Brunswick. Hopefully get some offense rolling. First pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Outside. Ball 1 counts even at 1 apiece now. Strino still no Ks on the day. A lot of work from the defense.
Yeah, it's been all out in the field here today. Not a single strikeout recorded yet here by these New Brunswick hitters.
Now the 1-2 breaking ball, and that's going to be the first strikeout of the day for Strinos. And that's out number 1.
Maybe a little bit of an announcer jinx there, eh, Cohen? Kind of spoken into existence there for out number 1 here in the 6th.
First baseman number 23, Ryan Galbraith.
Maybe Strinos has a feeling for the ball now and has a chance to strike out the side. Oh, swung on, fouled back. I can tell just by on the mound how jumpy Strinos is that he's really feeling himself up there. Has a self-confidence. Does a big part in a pitcher's mindset and the way a pitcher plays throughout the game.
We saw a couple times last game with PEI's starting pitcher there that he had a lot of success there is Jack McKenzie. He was in the batting order as well, so made a bit of an impact there offensively as well as pitching a complete game for his team, getting PEI the win in extra innings. So definitely goes to show how far a pitcher's confidence can take him as well as the rest of the team to a win a lot of the time.
It's a big part now, especially in the future of baseball where two-way players are starting to make a comeback, and that's a ripper, and Brown gets the line drive catch over at second base for out number 2. No strikeouts isn't a bad thing for Strinos. Now that he has 1 in this inning, the trust that he has in his defense is like no other. Some pitchers try to do it all themselves. He's trying to keep his pitch count low, put the trust in his defense to make the play.
Always fun to watch a pitcher who can really rely on his defense and use his pitch types to his advantage. You know, a lot of breaking balls and things, just some soft contact here. As we've seen quite a few just soft liners in the infield here, a couple flyouts here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty easy for the infield. Some pop-ups, but not too much for them to handle, as you can see here. Just the 1 strikeout, but it's still been a strong game here for Serenios.
Now he falls behind in a 3-0 count. New Brunswick, Jacob McCarthy, the designated hitter today, batting in the 6th spot. Looking to get on base, get some motion going on here for Team New Brunswick, and that pitch is going to find the strike zone there for strike 1. Counts now 3-1. Strinos. With the pitch and comes back 3-2. Looking to end the inning. Get his team on the bats one time as that's in the strike zone for the 2nd K of the day for Strinos. And we'll be back here on High Button Sports for the bottom of the 6th inning. And we're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Ontario back on the bats, potentially for the last time in this game. So they're holding the 6-1 lead over Team New Brunswick. On the mound is going to be Stewart as he came in for Donison last inning.
Not a ton of pressure here on this Ontario offensive lineup here, up by 5 runs, but definitely want to be aware that, you know, you can't let this game go, as even though you're up 5, can't let it get too relaxed out there, as you want to make sure that you're staying strong right till the end and making sure to close out this game well, as they are going to come up here in the 7th inning with a chance to really end this game.
That was a breaking ball. Looked to be right down the middle from the booth here. Umpire says no. The crowd says yes. The count's now 2-1. Fastball chopper up the third base side. Foul. Counts still 2-2. Stewart has some pretty nasty breaking stuff as we've seen so far this game. Doesn't let off the velocity at all, though, compared to his fastball. So it's very hard for the batter to read what's coming. Check swing. Did he go? Umpire says no over at first. Counts full. 3-2. Good way to hold up there. The 3-2. Outside. Chalupica gets a walk. So now the 9-hole hitter, Jamie Cabral, playing center field. Now going to be up to bat.
And 2 walks here today for Chalupica now. He's doing a good job seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, as he's got 2 of his team's 3 walks here today. So good vision there in the batter's box, as now the 9 hitter's up with 2 base hits here today.
Looking to go 3 for 3 with a bunt. That's perfect on the foul line. Hits a rock. Rolls over. I think you can blame that one there on the grounds crew. That one looked beautiful. Runner in motion over at first there on the bunt sign too. So now Cabral behind the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch outside, take it for ball 1. Catcher watching the runner at first with a potential pickoff. Time's called by the batter. As he steps back into the box, Stewart steps back on the rubber, looks over at first, gets set. The 1-1. Fastball, inside corner, strike 2. Ontario not only good at getting the bats going, also good at reading the strike zone. A lot of walks for this team today. And runner in motion over to second base. The gun to second. Got him. What a throw there, as Alex Maloney catches the runner over at second for out number 1. Cabral now in a 2-2 count. Veloci on deck, the number 1 hitter with Brand in the hole. This base hit would be huge for this team. That's chopped up in the air. Out of play. Catcher can't make a play on it. Cabral stays alive. The 2-2 inside. That almost hit him. Counts full now, 3-2. Three, two, 1 out now. Stewart set on the mound. That's swing and a miss. Strike 3, sorry. That's out number 2 for Stewart. Now we get to the top of the order. Number 19, Nicholas Veloci, designated hitter here for Team Ontario today.
Designated hitter number 19, Nicholas Bellacci.
Counts 0-1 as Veloci steps back into the box. 2 outs here. Stewart looking to shut down this inning and get the team back on the bats. That's swung on to the shortstop. Throw over in time as that's going to be out number 3. So that's going to wrap up the 6th inning, and we'll be back here on High Button Sports for the 7th. And we're back here for the top of the 7th. New Brunswick has one last chance to tie it up and send it to extras, potentially. Ontario has the bottom half of this inning. So they have a little seatbelt on, I guess you could say, with the safety. And that swung on. That was close to ripping the chalk there on the third base side. Could have been a good fair ball, but it's going to be foul.
Umpire emphatic about that call, making sure everybody on the field knows that that one just went foul. It was so close to that line there.
3-1 now. The count. Two and one, sorry. Fastball catches the bottom corner of the strike zone there. 2-2. That's a painted one for Strenios. He's looking to go the complete game here with only 2 Ks. Breaking ball, swung on, third baseman chasing after it, can't get the grab. That's going to be a base hit to start off for Team New Brunswick. So that's going to be their 4th hit of the day. Now up to the dish, number 14, Alex Maloney, the catcher for Team New Brunswick today.
14, Alex Maloney.
Showcased his arm just a few innings ago with a throw down to second to secure the out. Fastball outside part of the strike zone there for strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 now. Stranios ahead in the count. Either a double play ball or a strikeout would be huge for Team Ontario. The pitch fouled back to the left side towards CGC Canada Game Center here in Lacewood, Nova Scotia.
Storanios there looking to climb the ladder high and get that strike 3 swing and miss there. Batter catches up to it though and fouls it off there to keep the at-bat alive.
And the 1-2 outside taken for ball 2. Counts now even at 2 apiece. No motion there from the runner at first. With no outs, they don't want to waste an out on a steal. They'd much rather get 2 runners on instead in the 2-2. Swung on towards the third baseman. Line drive catch. Doesn't make the throw over to first. Gets 1 out. As Matthew Brandt was there to secure the grab with that quick reaction save. Stranios getting ready back on the mound. Is now up to the dish. Is going to be number 43, the left fielder, Jack Bennett. Swing and a miss. That's not missed. That's popped up in the air. Center fielder tracking it in the sun. Gets the catch. Runner stays at 1. That's going to be out number 2. Quick 2 outs after the single.
And so now just 1 out away from ending this game here, Ontario with the 5-run lead here. Just looking to slowly cruise this one into a win as they got a bit of a buffer here with that 5-run lead, so not too worried here. Runner on first base. They're just going to try and relax and walk this one in for a second win of the tournament for them here.
And the 0-0 swung on towards right field. It's going to drop. Right fielder makes the grab. Throw to second. Runner holds at first. Now runners on the corners here for Team New Brunswick with 2 outs. Catcher makes the play call to the infield, being a good leader like a catcher should be. As we have 2 outs and a fresh count and a fresh batter with runners on the corners for Team New Brunswick. Breaking ball high, missed for ball 1. Max Grant, the number 2 hitter here for Team New Brunswick. That's going to catch the inside part of the strike zone for strike 1. Stranios hits the triple digits mark with his 100th pitch right there. Coach is still relying on him to get the complete game on his hands. The 1-1. Didn't go. Ball 2, good eye there by the batter. Grant steps back into the box. Stranios hugs the rubber. 2-1, outside. Ben Stranios really trying to get everything out of his fastball here, as we could hear from up in the booth, that velocity grunt, as baseball players may call it. Using all of his might to get that pitch hard and hit the strike zone. As that one swung on towards first base. First baseman gets it, and he's going to touch first. That's going to wrap up the ball game. Team Ontario defeats Team New Brunswick 6-1 in a full, complete 7-inning baseball game. So we have Cohen Ingram running the mic, that's me, and Luke Fitzner running the camera and doing color. As we'll see you guys for Game 3 at 5 o'clock here at Mainland. See you soon.
Yeah, be sure to tune into our next game here at highbuttonsports.ca in about 2 hours here at 5 o'clock. It was a great one here today. Team Ontario won, taking down New Brunswick 6-1. The final, of course, 6 hits for each team, but Ontario clearly with the better quality of chances, and so they get the win here today. Once more time, Luke Fitzner on the color, Cohen Ingram play-by-play signing out for this one. We'll see you all next time.